I always keep a few cans of tuna on hand as just my emergency protein. For that time where I forgot to make lunch and I don't have any leftovers to eat, it's great to just keep in your pantry. Tuna salad can sometimes be kind of boring, but I like to dress mine up with some crisp and tart apples, a little bit of dill, red onions, some pickles, just kind of whatever I have in the refrigerator. So sometimes I like to serve it over salad greens, but today I'm gonna be wrapping it in some of my grain-free wraps. You can find the recipe for those wraps in my Meals Made Simple cookbook, which is also where this tuna salad recipe comes from. So this brand is my favorite tuna. It has the lowest mercury levels of any canned tuna out there. So it was one of those ones that I switched to when I was pregnant because for some odd reason, I craved tuna salad a lot during my pregnancies. And you know, you're supposed to be careful with how much seafood you eat if they're high mercury fish. So this was kind of my way of getting around it. If you can't find this brand of tuna at your grocery store, you can order it online first of all, but otherwise look for a wild caught tuna and try to find one that's packed in water rather than oil. And then I just need a little bit of red onion, just a couple teaspoons of finely minced red onion. Add our dill. Okay, so I made some homemade mayonnaise. You can see the recipe for that and watch me make it on my YouTube channel. And I'm just going to add about 3/4 cup of this mayonnaise. My eyes are tearing up a little bit from that onion. I'm not getting emotional about my tuna salad. Okay, and then some pickles. You know what, the nice thing about this is if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I hate pickles and I hate dill, you can just leave them out. It's not a big deal. You could add some parsley in if you wanted, you know, whatever you want to do. But I love pickles. Okay, and then last thing before we mix this up is just some salt and pepper. So 3 cans of tuna probably sounds like a lot. If you are not packing lunches for other people in your family, this can stay in your fridge for about 3 to 5 days. So you might get sick of it if you're making only 3 cans for just you. So by all means, you know, feel free to cut down on the recipe. But it is nice if you're gonna be eating it throughout the week or if you are packing lunch for a couple different people, just to get it all made up on like a Sunday and then have it in your refrigerator and you just pull it out in the morning. It's great. Okay, just use a fork to kind of break up the big chunks of tuna and get it all mixed in. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get a few slices of this apple. Just choose a nice kind of crisp tart variety. This is a Fuji. I think Pink Ladies are really good. I also think Honeycrisp would be yummy. And just cut them kind of thinly. Sometimes if I don't have salad greens on hand and I don't have my wraps on hand, I'll just dip apples in this as my lunch when I'm just needing something super last minute. Or I'll use some crackers, some grain-free crackers or plantain chips. Your options are endless. All right, so I've got a nice stack of these grain-free wraps. I always keep a stack in my freezer just separated by parchment paper, and that way I have them on hand whenever I want. We use these for all sorts of things. They can be eaten as breakfast for crepes. They can be used in lasagna, enchiladas, just as a lettuce, you know, salad wrap. Okay, layer a few of these apples. And some nice greens on top. And the great thing about these wraps is they actually can hold up to being packed for lunch too. So you could roll this up and wrap it in some parchment paper, put it in the refrigerator at work or at your school and enjoy this later in the day too. Perfect. Nice, cute little tuna salad wrap. It's just nice to have something bready every once in a while when you're grain-free, am I right?